Oh hey there! Meet my Henry. He used to be Henry of Skalitz, but now he is just Henry of the Forest, as he has shunned society and exists solely under the canopy of leaves. But how did he get here? And why did he get here? Well, it all started about 32 days ago. Like most Henrys, he rode in the Trosky with Hans Capon.
See a bit of the world. Meet new women.
They got themselves a good cold water shriveling.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ballsack.
And they detected some fair maidens nearby. But like most Henrys, everything went south and, Henry got an arrow in his back. Then after taking a little tumble, he ended up at the herd woman Božena's for some rest and relaxation. And it was there, in Božena's hut, where Henry saw her, Pavlena.
Were you having a nightmare?
Sweet Pavlena, who suddenly made Henry forget about Bianca and, what's-her-tush back in Skalitz.
What?
But despite this instant infatuation, Henry and Hans still had a task at hand, so they set out, leaving Pavlena behind.
Shit!
Then after a bucket of poo and a bit too much yanking of Hans's noble pizzle,
Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
the boys got into a disagreement, resulting in Hans taking a bow and setting off without Henry. Being alone as a stranger in a strange land, Henry wasn't sure what to do with this life, so he sought to return to the only people he did know.
Look out.
But when he returned to Božena's, he learned something terrible.
Will you help an old woman, young man? My daughter Pavlena, remember her?
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing.
Worried about his new crush, Henry set out to find her.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena.
I never met her. Try asking somewhere else.
God bless.
I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelyov.
I don't have nothing to do with the girl.
Cat! Hey, kitty. Have you seen Son of a bitch.
Stop there. Don't come any closer or I'll cut her throat. I swear to God.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
Give up without a
Henry
fight,
did find her,
bastard.
and she indeed was
You're both
safe.
dead.
Whoops! Wrong timeline.
Now you're gonna get it.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena? You don't want to burn in hell, do you? Repent before God, and he'll forgive you. Let Pavlena go.
Sakura. Oh, all right.
Henry did find her, and she indeed was safe.
I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! Bastard!
And much to Henry's delight, he learned that she was also newly single.
Let's go then.
So he escorted her back to Božena's hut in the forest.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
They abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh.
And after receiving the blessing of the phase chicken, he did one more favor to help comfort Pavlena with the breakup.
In the name of the
What the? Want me to do the same to you?
So Henry knew that he needed to woo Pavlena, but how can he prove himself to her? Well, let's talk to her and see what she is all about.
We mostly live off the woods.
Living in the forest? Check. Henry can live in the forest too.
I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Marksmanship? Check. Henry likes to marksman as well.
If I had to choose, I'd take a bow. Not everyone can hit their target at 50 paces.
They were made for each other.
I want you to take this.
And she gave Henry a necklace, so she likes jewelry and gift giving.
That probably means you're lonely and seeking company. Fortunately, you can join ours.
Oh. And if this isn't the biggest hint that she wants Henry to prove himself, then I don't know what is. So it is settled. Henry must prove himself by living in the forest, becoming proficient in marksmanship and survival, kill lots of men to satiate Pavlena's blood vengeance desire, and in the process, maybe find the best gifts possible to give to Pavlena. He took a longing look at her before shedding all of his earthly possessions. All possessions except for the Savior's schnapps and the necklace she had given him, as well as a piece of her dress to keep as a memento. So that's the why. But as for the how, this is where the rules come into play. I'm defining proficiency in those skills by being able to choose the highest tier perk in each skill, and not the actual hard level cap. So that means 20 in survival and 18 in marksmanship. So that's the main goal. And Henry is to do this by staying in the forest. This is largely a judgment call, as sometimes what is displayed as forest on the map can be a little too open for my taste. And some of the woodland clearings obviously aren't the same as a wide open, disgusting field. Exceptions will be made as well if sprinting between one patch of nearby forest to another is necessary, if I can't find any other way around. And I'm doing this on hardcore again with all 10 negative traits. This means no compass, no Henry position marker on the map, no fast travel, and yes, the sleepwalking trait. Sleepwalking can and will take Henry out of the forest. So if it happens and I wake up in a field or a disgusting civilization, I must just immediately sprint to the nearest forest I can see. I'll discuss the other traits if they become relative to the situation. And if I encounter any merchants in the forest, I can purchase goods off them, but I'm forbidding myself from selling anything to them, so I'm limited to only whatever groschen I can scrounge up. And I also want to make it clear that when the game dropped back in February, I initially only played it for a handful of hours before deciding that it just felt too wrong being in the non-hardcore mode, so I put the game away and waited for hardcore to arrive in April to do my first playthrough. Then I realized that this was a one-time opportunity to do this challenge before playing the story, so I've opted for this being my first playthrough. So I don't really have much in the way of game knowledge or skills here, and I really don't know anything about the map or where any powerful loot is. I'm going in pretty much nearly blind. And as I don't have a goal of getting to a certain location like when I did this in the first game, I just set off in a random direction and chose west. And almost immediately I encountered a camp with 3 ruffians.
If you value your life, turn around and forget you saw anything.
Now, if my policy is, see a bandit camp, take a bandit camp, I felt I might already be in another situation like in the first game, where I'll need to grind stats for 10 hours before attacking it. But first, I might as well just see how this goes.
I must be imagining things. You're back here again? This is our place.
You're right. I'm going. Don't worry.
I don't want to see you here again, arsehole! Between the eyes.
Yep, just as expected. But this camp didn't have any guard dogs, and the ruffians kept doing something on the far side of the camp, so I thought I'd sneak in and see if maybe I could steal anything useful. And in this sack I found a dagger. Nice, that can be used for stealth kills. But even better, there was a bottle of Bane poison. Oops, I spilled it in the camp stew. Haha, Henry is such a klutz. And with their stew poisoned, all I had to do was wait. The first of them started convulsing and died a few hours later.
Clear off!
Then his friend just went on like their buddy wasn't just laying there dead a few feet away. Whatever. The second complained of feeling ill before just dropping dead, and the third caught a whiff of old Henry.
The fuck are you? Get out of here right now.
But succumbed to the poison before he could do anything. So how about that? Right off the bat, Henry already has some armor, a melee weapon, a bow, and a crossbow. Now I suspect Pavlena will only respect a bowman, but Henry is currently too scrawny for the bow he looted, so for now I'll have to be a miserable crossbow rat. So I went to see what the newly deceased were up to, and they were digging up graves! The audacity! So Henry went and looked in the grave they hadn't cracked open yet, and well, that sure is a fancy helmet. I swear I didn't know this was here and found it by pure dumb luck. The next morning I grabbed one of the corpses and started heading back to Pavlena. I mean, she seems to be into men dying, so Henry figured she might appreciate his work.
Good God! Where are you taking that carry-on?
Whoa, 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 buddy. You did not just try to sneak a peek up my future girlfriend's dress. Well, she didn't seem as impressed as I'd have hoped, so I tossed him near Božena's bed in case she could find some use for it. And as ridiculous as the helmet is, I got rid of it as well. One of the hardcore perks reduces Henry's carrying capacity by 50%, so I decided to stick with a lighter helmet to keep space open for all of Pavlena's gifts. So in Kingdom Come Deliverance, you can only save by either drinking a savior schnapps or by finding a bed labeled as sleep and save. When I did this challenge in the first game, I was able to save often due to finding a lot of random sleep and save beds out in the wilds. But in this game, at this moment, I have no clue if they exist with as much frequency, or even if at all. And with the sleepwalking perk enabled, I'm much more hesitant about taking an hour-long nap just to save. So I took a moment to gather some herbs and brewed up a small cache of savior schnapps before heading out.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better.
Dear. Oh, you fucking ran away. Is that Mutt? Did I find Mutt? No, I did not. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I pressed on along the pond and ran into a nomad's camp where I learned some combat tricks from Master Tomcat. I didn't go all out to try and learn the Master Strikes though, just because. I went back and dealt with those dogs properly this time, and of course I butchered them and took their meat. Just like Grandma used to make.
Go and see the Voivod.
Huh? Okay. I went and spoke to the Voivod, and he sent me on a quest to find a missing woman.
My only daughter, gone.
Now I'm not sure how many quests can be started and finished without leaving the forest, but I guess since we could start this one in the forest, we'll find out if we can finish it. But it needed me to speak to Bozhena for the next step, so it was back to her hut. Along the way, I found Pavlena's archery target and oh my! You seeing this? Magic arrows! Wow. Then I met this man who suggested I beat him to fake a mugging.
Punch me in the face. What? Smack me in the gob.
I figured, why not? It's probably some easy experience.
You're no match for me.
And after talking to Bozhena, the next step in this quest was way the f*** on the other side of the map, so we're just gonna table this one for now. I cooked some more juice and earned the perk that will reduce raw food spoilage, so that should come in handy. Then I gazed on the sleeping Pavlena,
I'm sleeping here.
Before playing sleep roulette. Whew. Henry stayed put. I figured before setting out to the far corners of the map, maybe I should just explore this little finger first, see what kind of secrets it holds. And the first secret the finger held was a bandit camp.
Nice try, you whore son.
The bandits seemed well armed, but it was just one of them and a dog. I mean, it's just one bandit, Michael. How much could it cost?
Take that fucker out, damn it! Fuck yourself. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Fuck yourself.
13. It cost 13 dead Henrys. But in his chest I found a wooden duck. Now if I were Pavlena, I would certainly enjoy a wooden duck. And he also had a brocade, brocade, which I'm sure any woman of measure would enjoy. I knocked a nest out of a tree and stole its eggs. This was enough to get me to level 6 strength. So I chose the perk that added 8 more pounds of gift capacity. I wondered if maybe Pavlena just didn't like that particular man I brought to her earlier, so I grabbed this bandit as well and headed back. Hey babe, I got you something. Look, so fresh, it's still twitching.
God bless.
Aw, she liked it. Further up the finger, I encountered yet another bandit camp. 2 of them this time, but it was awfully close to night, so maybe if I just let them go to bed... Easy peasy. They had a lot of loot, including a ring and rosary for Pavlena, along with a bunch of shields that would overburden me. But you know what? I heard that if you overburden Henry before sleeping, the sleepwalking perk won't kick in, so I tried that. Well, that appears to have worked. Surely a data point of 1 is all we need for absolute proof. I proceeded to the tip of the finger and gazed upon the disgusting field, but since we're talking about being overburdened, thanks to that egg, I realized that walking while overburdened passively grinds the strength stat. So I packed up those shields and started walking back to Pavlena. I didn't hit a strength level by the time I got there, so I spent much of the remainder of the day just rucking back and forth down the forest road until I hit level 7 strength. This was a good day, as it meant I could now draw that bow like a real man and get rid of that slow-ass crossbow. I used some of that bandit money to buy the marigold recipe off Pavlena.
I'd like to do something about that price.
I'm listening.
And whipped up a few bottles of that juice. But it had gotten dark, and it was time for Henry to sleep. I gave Pavlena a good stare, just in case the sleepwalk takes Henry.
Greetings to you.
The sleepwalk didn't take Henry away, but he thought it was time to try and really push out away from the hut. I pushed back into the nomad camp, hoping that someone would sell a belt because I ditched my starting belt when I dropped all my initial gear before starting. And since, I've learned that this means I only now have 1 quick weapon slot, so I have to go into the menu and manually swap weapons every time in combat when some asshole rushes me while I'm holding a bow. And it's really annoying. But I didn't see a belt for sale anywhere in camp, but I bought 2 lockpicks instead.
Word about the price.
Sure, why not?
I could go for that price.
Thank you.
I apologize.
Jesus, lady, I ran into you. Oh. Now, so far, I've been completely unable to hunt anything. So when I stuck a deer with an arrow and it just ran off, I thought old Henry had failed again. But moments later, there it was, still all bloody. I let a second arrow fly and... I finally hunted a deer! The road to becoming a survival marksman expert has officially begun! But then it looked like someone else had been killing deer. I tracked the trail of carrion to a foreboding cave where I expected to get attacked by wolves or something. But inside amongst the bones there were no wolven baddies, but I did find a nice ring and a cross for Pavlena before GTFOing out of there before anything else did show up. I reached a cliff above a village and looked at the map. No way I was going into that nasty little bit of civilization. But there was some forest across the water, so I made a mad dash to explore that, only to find nothing exciting. It was starting to get dark, so I gambled with a non-sleep and save bed and... Civilization! Well, that's a fine tree line I spotted, so I panic ran towards it. And off a cliff. And onto a bridge. Oh! Past some woman.
Greetings.
And up a cliff. Whew. My Henry was safe again. But where might he be? I wonder if the map opening up being zoomed in the jelly off is a clue. There is a bridge, so I assume I'm right up in these woods over here. And come morning when I could see something, my assumptions were correct. I ripped up some plants and found some booze where someone comes to ogle the lasses.
Someone comes here to ogle the lasses doing laundry, if you ask me.
Not that Henry would ever do that. I worked my way east and found a deer hunting spot, so I tried my hand at hunting for a spell. No, Jesus Christ. I swear to God. What the... Jesus Christ. Take your belladonna. Or dear. I swear to God. Do they hear through the mic? What the... Do I stink? Eventually, I realized that the deer yearned for the spot of land that Henry was standing in, and would keep running back and forth to it. All I needed to do was be ready with the bow. Some wolves killed Henry, and then Henry hurt his back picking some mushrooms, and then, boom! He took down a stag with his bow and arrow. I ran out of forest to explore to the southeast, so I turned around and started heading north. I came across a shrine with a nice new ring for Pavlena, then more wolves attacked. But Henry didn't die to them this time. I wonder if Pavlena would be into wolf bits. After the wolf experience, Henry picked some more weeds and hit level 10 survival.
Oh, Christ. I've already done my back in.
With this level, I chose the leg day perk to give some bonus strength gains every time I picked a plant. I stumble-bummed across a skelly who had a nice sword, and another piece of Brunswick's armor. I left the sword though, as its stat requirements were well beyond my Henry's. We'll pick that up later if I don't forget about it. But knowing what I know about heavy loads training strength, I threw on that armor to level into it. Sprinting is for chumps anyways. My god. That was baby's first bull-only human kill! Woohoo! He's just sleeping. If anyone walks by, he's just taking a nap. His horse was still loitering around out past the forest's loving embrace, but I wondered if I could still grind some archery off it. Yep, but I was currently unsure of the forest-born arrow economy, so I didn't want to waste all my arrows on a beast that I couldn't go fetch them from, so I let the horse live. Now by this time Henry is yearning to visit with his love Pavlena. I was at the campsite located here, and wasn't sure if there was enough forest cover to take this quick route back, so I went to check, and it wasn't. So to see her again, Henry was going to have to see if he could get all the way around this pond. Oh no, looks like I didn't let the horse live after all. Oh.
Great.
The walk around the pond started off cozy enough. Fucking ants. I found a little loot stash with more jewels for Pavlena, and then found a grave that might have some nice gifts. Good thing I brought the shovel. Would part of a noose be sexy for Pavlena? No. We'll be leaving that. The sun set and I started walking back to Pavlena with only the soft glow of my torch to accompany me, which was cool and all, until I found some fish, and the marker added to the map from this location revealed to me that I had gotten myself turned around and was traveling in the wrong way. Oops. So I turned around and started off in the proper direction. It started to rain. Then it started to thunder, which didn't seem to faze this whistling little prick. I forged on and made it back to Pavlena before she woke up.
What? Who?
Look at all the apples I got you. Apples? But this experience kind of got me thinking, what if instead of setting out to tour the wilds and hoping not to get caught in a sleepwalk, what if instead I embraced the sleepwalk? What if I turned this experience into some sort of roguelike, where I just slept until I woke up somewhere else, and then tried to make it back to my Pavlena without dying? Yes! This will be my entertainment! Now to just sleep until I walk! Damn it, you didn't wander. Again! Well, looks like that worked. Now just to wait around until daylight to get my bearings. Ugh. Back at that same Gunner's Ogle box. Damn it, I was just here. I decided this time I was going to go up and around the ponds to the west before returning to Pavlena. And not soon after setting off, I came across a bandit camp with 2 bandits.
That weapon won't help you, bastard!
Long story short, Henry died 10 more times trying to take this camp. But I should mention that this was the first session of the game I've played in like 3 months, so I kind of forgot the ins and outs of fighting. Right, left, left, up, right, left. Okay. Does it not say what is dodge? Oh well. I remembered how to dodge, got my shit back together, and eventually took them out.
Enough! I give up!
I hauled them back to camp and got to work sorting the loot. There was a nice ring for Pavlena that I took, along with a nice sword that once again was way beyond my Henry stats, so I left that for later, if I don't forget about it. But they provided enough armor bits and pieces that a new battle Henry look was achieved. But again, the camp was not a sleep and save, so I slammed some schnapps and continued north. Oh boy, Henry's all clangy now. And for some reason that deer doesn't seem to be bothered like they normally are. Well... okay, now he is. Clang, 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 see if I care. Discovered an uncovered skeleton. Where? Where? Here? You can't just say I uncovered a skeleton and... I hate hardcore. Where? Uncovered skeleton. In here? There's my skelly friend. I'm uncovered skeleton boy. Will you stop running, you son of a bitch? I took my janglies off.
What idiot is doing that? Wait! What? I'm bleeding!
Well, oh, Henry, you killed another one. Up past the ponds, I found a dead man and a dead horse at a crossroads. Now, if you watch the exploits of Forrest Henry that I made in the first game, you'll know there isn't much that he enjoys more than jumping over dead horses. So it is time to once again indulge. God, what the f***? This is by far the biggest nerf I've ever encountered in any game. I am stunned. Oh well. I wandered down one path a ways, and then made it back to the dead horse. And when I got there, a stranger was investigating the scene. Sir, what happened here? Do you know what happened, sir? Well, he drew his sword and walked away from me in a threatening manner, which I can only assume means he thought I did it. Well, now his horse needs a new owner, so I'm wondering if maybe Pavlena has any, horse girl tendencies. Only one way to find out. But before I take it to her, I better give it a little test trot. Whee! Woo! Look how fast Henry is! Woo! King of the world! Woo! Oh, sorry. Ooh! Wee! I said sorry! Oh god, hey, no, I stole the sword's fair and square!
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, shit. On respawn, that dead horse kept showing up being infested by either one or two bandits, and with a great flourish in skill, my Henry managed to die 6 more times to these bandits before the luck of the draw gave him an instance without any bandit presence. He moved on and got drunk and lost in the woods like we all do, and ended up in the northern part of the map. I discovered a hunting spot which helped orient me back to my position on the map, and then I started making my way south along the west side of the ponds. Darkness was setting in, so I pulled out my torch right before hearing a man scream for help in the distance. Did you hear that? Somebody is yelling. I think he's out in those trees over there, but there's just not enough forest to run there directly. You gotta find a way around. I'm coming, sir! I just need to find a path in the forest! I think I'm almost there. Just past these rocks. Oh, God. Henry. Well, I guess that mystery's remaining unsolved. So the respawn was way back before the bandit crossroads. And at first, there were bandits there again. But then, something different. Oh shit, it's wolves this time. Oh, 3 wolves! Ah! Ah! 3 wolves taken care of, Henry returned to the dead horse and once again took its horse meat. But then, what is this approaching? A cumin? 4 scallots!
Gondoltál, te kutya! Baszni rá!
Once again, Henry thought maybe Pavlena would like a horse and abandoned the trip around the pond plans to swiftly get it to her. No.
Hey, prepare to fight.
Sorry. Oh. No, it's not in the woods. There's bandits. Ah! No. Gotta get the horse to Pavlena. Whoa. There it is. Oh. Is she awake yet? Is she awake? They're here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Pavlena! I brought you a horse! Look at these tricks it can do! Whoa! Well, okay, we'll just leave the horse right there then, and
Greetings, Henry.
hi. How was your day? Yes, you like the horse? Do you like the horse? So we'll just mark that down as appreciation unknown. But you know what? Maybe instead of just focusing on Pavlena, I should also be getting on Božena's good graces. So Henry boiled that horse meat to provide as a gift. Just Henry. And just go with it.
Leave me alone.
Go with it. Just go with it. That is art. She needs some mushrooms on her bed too.
Leave me alone.
I went to bed and accidentally set the sleep time for only 1 hour and woke up near Zhelyov. I made a midnight scramble back to Božena's to discover she had tossed aside her meat mask before attempting to sleep again for a refreshing amount of time, and hopefully without a warp. Oh, you're kidding me. Jesus Christ. What's... Out of the way, sheep boy. Oh, phew. I was safe in the woods, but I wasn't 100% sure of my location. I reasoned that I was near Takov, which I verified a few hours later when I again came across this laundry location that I had previously discovered. But by this point, I wanted to get away from these trodden paths and explore the eastern side of the map. And by this point, I also hadn't seen a sleep and save bed, and thought it was safe to assume that they don't exist in the wilds in this game like they did in the first game. So I hatched a plan to pick as many schnapps ingredient plants as I could, while once again walking back to Božena's, and then make a big pile of Savior schnapps for a full map tour.
Oh, Christ. I've already done my batching. Oh, Christ. I've already done my batching. Oh, Christ. I've already done my batching.
3 in a row. Henry's poured back. Oh my god.
Fuck off before I kill you.
It's not how you talk to me. During some bandit encounters on the way back, it felt to me like the shield was weighing me down, so I abandoned the shield in favor of a lightweight, more slippery method of combat. Suck it! Oh, I'm hurting. I gotta heal and eat some food to get my health back. Okay, get a celebratory teabag footage. Oh, what? I've been poisoned. Oh, I ate the shitty fish and then... and maybe a little more dirty stealth tactics.
I'll cut your balls off!
Jesus Christ, Henry. But dirty stealth tactics didn't always work that good.
Oh.
My God, it's a slaughterhouse.
What do you want?
That walk back to Pavlina ultimately cost me another 14 dead Henrys, but I did make it back in time for dinner.
I'm sleeping here.
I tried to give sleeping Pavlina the gift of 43 mushrooms,
What? You?
but it wasn't as funny as I had hoped. So I picked them up one by one until Henry was overburdened and went to bed. The next day I went back to the Nomad camp to shop for supplies. I really hoped I could find a belt this time, as I was so sick of having to go to the menu to switch weapons. But no luck there. But I did buy the recipe for Dollmaker potions, which was going to allow me to really become a menace with the bow.
I could go for that price.
Thank you, and take care.
In preparation for my journey, I brewed up some Dollmaker and lightened my inventory of rotting foods and other things I didn't need.
I can't just leave this lying around. Come to Ma.
Then it was off to bed. Will Henry warp this night? That's a warp. That's a forest. Cabbage? Cabbage? What? Is there like a trail of cabbage? Cabbage? More cabbage. Oh my God. Could this be? Could this really be? The 5 sacred cabbage have returned to help guide Henry. Sacred cabbage, lead me to my destiny. Guide me to what Pavlina needs, my cabbage. Guide me with your leafy glory. Guide me past the 6 sacred cabbage. Oh, I'm so cabbage blessed. The 5 sacred cabbage led Henry to this man, Martin.
I see you had some luck on your hunt.
Well, that's none of your concern.
You think I don't know what you are?
Well, now I'm curious. What do you think me and Vashek are doing here?
Well, when I walked into camp and looked at his buddy, it said poacher right there on the screen. So I suggested they may be poachers.
Looks to me like you're brazenly poaching here. You're not even trying to hide it, are you?
Well, he didn't like the truth and the conversation ended right there.
But we'll each go our separate ways. And you'd be doing yourself a favor by forgetting you ever saw us here.
But what I also noticed were a few archery targets hanging around. Now, way back at the beginning of this run, I shot Pavlina's humanoid target to see if it would give me experience, and it didn't. But maybe proper targets are different, so I peeked at my current marksmanship experience, took a little shot-see at one of the targets, and then checked my experience again. And would you look at that? It gave me experience. So I guess I'll stay here a while and grind some marksmanship.
Stop messing about.
What's that sound?
And I guess I'll back up and do a trick shot over this guy's head to see if that gives even more experience.
Hey, you'll shoot someone.
For the love of... You're the one shooting here. Shame on you.
Hey! Oh my God, hey! Mother... No! Oh, Jesus. Well...
Hail, Pilgrim! If it's good company you're after, that's one thing we're never short of.
Can't say no to that.
So Martin had forgotten all about Henry after the respawn, so I went along with his bullshit and suggested he was merely prospecting for silver.
Your prospectus. You're looking for silver, of course.
Well now.
It was a lie, I knew it. But Martin seemed to go with it and enjoyed the lie so much that he offered Henry into having an archery shootout.
Care to shoot off a few arrows with us?
Now this was a far better deal. For a mere 20 groschen, he will give me 10 arrows to shoot, and yes, those arrows do give me experience. And then when it is over and I have whooped Vashek's little behind, I get my money back and then some. Now this is a grind I can get behind.
I'd like to compete at archery.
Again?
Another decent shot.
Nice. I'd like to compete at archery.
Again?
If only my aim was always that good.
Not too shabby, friend.
I'd like to compete at archery.
Again?
Until Vashek broke his bow and just stood there like a soft-lock idiot. Now, I really failed to think on my feet about how to get out of this competition, so my solution turned out to be less than ideal.
Stop fighting! Back away, you idiot!
When the 5 sacred cabbage brought Henry back to the camp the 3rd time, it wasn't Martin running the archery game anymore, but Huntsman Hrushka, a much better wingman for Henry. A much better wingman for Henry. God damn it. A much better wingman for Henry, who handed down some of those important survival skills that he will need to win over Pavlena. But after those life lessons, it was time to grind.
And loose. Smack bang in the middle.
Nice work, friend.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at archery again.
What's it to...
Maybe... Alright.
Nice. Thank you. I'd like to compete again.
I'll be buggered.
I'd like to compete.
What's it? I think it...
Well, I'll be... Thank you. I'd like to...
What's it? I think it's a... Alright.
Well, I'll be buggered. I'd like to compete again.
What's it? I think it's a good day for a... Alright.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Well, I've done worse. Right in the bullseye.
Okay, so I guess this starts Operation Find a New Bow or 6 so I can keep grinding. In a clearing near the targets, I found a bunch of dead people. None had a bow, but one had a crossbow. And hey, experience is experience, so I took it back to the grind.
Well, I've done worse.
Jesus, hell, this thing is so slow! Take it. Take it. It's yours. You want it. I needed a good old-fashioned bow, so I decided to explore the forest to the west for one. But all I ended up finding was a broken-down wagon and a chest that was too hard for me to lockpick. Shit. I made my way back to camp with my head hung in shame when... oh no. They had packed up and left. God, son of a... Well, so much for the easy grind unless I find another archery competition. It is what it is, so I set off east looking for a new bow. And tucked into the forest, I spied a structure. A structure where the gamekeeper lived. But also a structure with some archery targets. No one seemed to be running an archery competition here, but hired hand Yakish did have several bows for sale. Now I could have just bought one, but if any children are watching this, I didn't want to set a bad example by making them think that gambling your way out of fiscal problems is a wise thing to do, so I didn't buy one. Securing a bow without using that money would be a much healthier act of self-reliance. So I waited until night and made an attempt at taking gamekeeper Varl's bow without him noticing.
No! You killed... What are you doing here? I'll call the guards. You'll pay me, all right?
There we go. One naturally produced longbow. Huzzah! While progressing to the east-northeast, an important milestone happened. Henry achieved the first rank of Leshy. The path to becoming full Leshy had been started. But let's see, what does this say? It lives deep in the woods and emits piercing, sometimes terrifying, humming sounds. Those who hear it must not respond to its calls, or they risk sealing their fate. Okay, that sounds good. And I think I'll test this ability on this lad. Just need to think of a terrifying humming sound.
Huh? Was that you?
Ha! Fate sealed, fucker!
Bastard! So, your fists aren't good enough, eh? You wanna try me?
Well, that was fun. Henry dumped the body alongside a cliff, lest it be found by a mere child, and continued on. Moving on down the path, Henry came across these two chuckleheads, Yarda the Great and his friend who was feathered. They insisted I do a little hand-to-hand with Yarda, so I obliged.
Come on, then.
Come on, Yarda! Come on! Right! Come on, Yarda! Come on! Right! Come on, Yarda! Jesus, I'm hit! Come on, Yarda! Kick it hard! Just batter that rat!
Having a plate-fisted advantage, Henry made short work of old Yarda.
That's impossible! There's no way a milksop like you could take down Yarda!
I'm no warlock. I've just had my fair share of fighting. Yarda the Great is sprawled in the mud over there.
But he went toe-to-toe with a war veteran hardened in 1,000 battles. And you taught him everything you know. Yarda will be invincible now.
What? Oh, no. You do not just get to make up lies about Leshy of Skalitz.
What? Show me what you're made of then, you swine.
Mercy, leave me be.
Defend yourself! This isn't over!
Oh, Henry, you went and made another mess. Better clean this up as well in case the same mere child walks past. But as I prepared to toss Yarda off the cliff, I noticed there was a bandit camp down where the body would land. I couldn't help but wonder if they would notice the gift I was about to send their way.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Seems they noticed, and oh boy, they big mad.
I yield! Mercy, no! There's more of us! You haven't a chance!
Your bow. And just like that, Henry put 4 more men in the grave for Pavlena, and also acquired a backup bow to destroy if he ever finds another archery contest. But furthermore, they also had a camp to loot. There was this easy level chest that I opted to lockpick instead of using the keys I had looted for that sweet, sweet experience. Inside was, whatever this is. It looked fancy, so I swiped it for Pavlena. Then in the other chest, I got yet another bow, and the recipe for Nighthawk potions. Not a bad haul. I made sure I was overburdened and went to sleep. Only to wake up in some blasted field? The wake thing was just a myth! Well, I couldn't reason out where I had landed, so I just wandered the forest for a while. Eventually I found this hut, which put a pin on my map. Looks like I just headed a fair bit southeast from where I butchered those bandits.
Nice.
I worked my way east and discovered this clearing, which aside from being absolutely full of deer, was also the eastern boundary. So back and around we went. As I worked my way north, I saw the things that you see in the forest. Trees, stickheads, a hole with some dead dogs in it. You know, the usual. As I was working my way around this field, my overburdenism scored me another strength and vitality level. And with that vitality level, I took the faster sprint speed perk.
Oh damn, Henry, you fast now, boy. Woo! Oh. Well, that wasn't what I intended. Well,
Well, now Henry's feet hurt, and there were a bunch of sheep in the field mocking him over that stupid stunt. So you know what? This bow is a machine that turns shitheel sheep into marksmanship experience. You too, sheep boy! Shepherd Stanislav, of all the positions you could have chosen to die in, you chose that one? Well, there are still some sheep left. Continuing on the Great Loop, I discovered Apollonia, which is the area where our girl Marika is hiding. So I guess I'll go look for her. Excuse me, have you seen—
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ not be praised, damn it!
Carnival, what the? Wanker! To hell with this!
Yes, run away! That is exactly what I was hoping you would do.
Oh, you slowing down? You slowing down? You got a little arrow to the back?
Excuse me, have you seen a woman? Oh, that's a bandit. I guess Henry will put his new legs to the test. Yes! idiot bandit can't keep up with old him. Oh. So I came back to Mr. Bandit, but this time I remembered my strategy and dipped some arrows in that dollmaker poison that I brewed up.
Now he's fucked up.
Oh, did I? Did I? Am I the one who fucked up, Mr. Slowy McSlowface? Yeah, you would die like that, slow-ass bitch. With the dollmaker strat now having proven itself, Henry skinned a horse and continued looking for Marika. Through some rocks, past this blood, and into a cave. That is where Henry found Marika.
You must be Marika.
Aye. Did Odette send you?
And I see she shares my love of being covered in gore. So Marika and Henry had a nice chat, but the next part of her quest involved going all the way back to the nomads on the west side of the map. So we'll put this back on the back burner. But speaking of back burners, Marika's cave had a nice open fire, so Henry roasted up some venison for food and to get a tiny zap of survival experience to impress Pavlena. But it was still yucky and rainy out, so Henry hung around in the cave for a while and read a book about marksmanship he had found. By the time he had finished the book, he was on the verge of collapsing from exhaustion, so he crashed on Marika's bed.
Godspeed, Henry. Where are you gonna wake up?
He didn't sleepwalk, and Henry woke up inside of Marika. Jesus, wording! Not like that! Get your minds out of the gutter. My Henry is loyal to Pavlena, okay? God. Setting back out into the sun, Henry gazed at Trosky Castle and then came across a woodland garden in the forest. He stole a hat from the shed and gazed out at the huge plot of herbs. And as becoming a master of survival was part of his plan to win Pavlena's love, and as picking herbs gave a little bit of survival experience, he wondered, would it be worth the effort to rip up every plant that lays bare before him? Only one way to find out.
Fuck!
Well, I think I got them all. But was it worth it? Well, before the picketing, Henry was 177 experienced in the level 12 survival. And now he is at 208 in the level 13. I'd say it was worth it, but since that was 10 minutes of the most heart-stopping gameplay I think I've ever played, I'll be damned if I'm gonna risk losing that progress. Heading into the unexplored northeast corner of the map, I saw an armored man walking the road. A bandit? Nope, just a mercenary.
It's just you.
Yep, just me. Wait, how does he know Henry? I stalked this man for a spell to see if I could get any experience out of it, which didn't seem to work. But then he went and threw a curveball by leaving the road and walking out into the forest.
Huh? Oh, it's just you, eh? Aha.
Deeper and deeper into the woods he went. Was this a case of absent-minded wandering?
What was I just thinking about?
Or was there some curiosity out here that he was leading me to? Deeper we went.
What? Oh, it's just you, eh? Aha.
So enthralled with the forest was this man that he didn't even notice he walked right past a wolf. After I chopped up that wolf, I couldn't see the man anymore. Did I perhaps lose him? Nope, there he is. We continued into the forest until...
I have to go back.
Oh, if Henry can't leave this forest, then neither can this sumbitch.
I'll kill you. Oh.
What's the matter? Can't run? Am I too fast for you? That's what you get trying to leave the country. 2 torches? Disgusting. I hear footprints coming. What? Where did he come from? What the?
Have to go back.
There's another one. Hey, sir! Can't go that way. Oh! Oh! Wait! Bandits! Well, I'm glad I saved. What the hell? I'm so confused.
The next time around, even more people started wandering off into the woods, almost like this setup for a bad joke. So a noble, a fisherman, and a maniac in pursuit of love walk into the woods. The woodskeeper looks at them and says, there's no punchline. But now Henry once again has a horse. I rode this horse along the path until I hit a shrine that let me identify where I was on the map. Cool. I had thought I saw a man with an axe run off into the woods a little bit earlier, so I went to investigate. But instead of a man with an axe, I found a camp. I better go see if they are friendly.
Hola! Bandit. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, 3 very perceptive bandits. Or make that 2 after I stealth stab this one. Oh, Jesus.
That weapon won't help you, bastard.
Okay, 4 bandits.
Go fuck yourself. Nice strike.
Well, no more horse for Henry after that. The next time around, I got the stealth drop on the lookout on the rock and crept my way back into camp. I figured I could just go ham on the rest of them and win the day.
You.
I've been waiting for you.
My God, how many are there?
Okay, so there are actually 6 bandits in this camp. Oh, I tried again a few times using stealth and swordplay to clear the camp.
Now you're finished.
To little success. But then I realized I had lost my way. I'm out here trying to prove myself to Pavlena using marksmanship. Why am I dicking around with stupid clangy swords? To the doll maker, Henry!
Get out quick! Everyone here! We've got pests here!
We're gonna gun you, you heartland.
Oh, they're like a bunch of zombies. They're so slow. Oh, this build is great.
Oh, one more bandit slept through the whole battle.
Gotta get it.
Oh, ooh. Good form.
So all of that, and the reward is a chest I can't even lockpick. Well, maybe I'll get lucky.
Damnation. Shit.
Okay, enough of that. The real reward here was all the marksmanship skill I had just earned to win Pavlena's heart. Moving on, I reached level 14 bow skill by putting one in a stupid stickhead. And with that level, I took the perk, One Shot at Glory, to help maybe make group fights a little bit easier. Huh? What's that marker for? Hidden treasure? Oh, come on now. Is it really hidden if it just appears on the map labeled like that? Whatever. I found the hidden treasure, and it was another medium lock. But this time it didn't have the too difficult warning, so I gave it a spin. Ah, damn it. I didn't want to kill my remaining lockpicks on it, so I moved on.
Let's rip him a new one. Get over here!
Yeah.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
Whoops. I forgot to make more dollmaker arrows. Well, I didn't make that mistake twice.
Kurva.
Christ, these cramps are horrible. What could have caused them?
I wonder.
Go fuck yourself. Jesus! I'm it!
So is Henry.
One of those men had a key on them, so I used that to bypass the very hard lockpick that I had no chance of cracking. My reward for their lives was yet another bow and a nice new trinket for Pavlena. Moving on, I stumbled onto an outhouse. And you know that old saying that goes, where there is shit, there's Herbalist Barnaby? Well, would you look at that? It's true! It's Herbalist Barnaby!
How can I help you today, friend?
A nice man who is living the same life of living alone in the forest.
Well, not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
He had an alchemy bench and I was running low on save potions, so I used it to whip up a few. But I only had enough ingredients for 2 potions. I also made a few bottles of Nighthawk juice since I had found that recipe back at that bandit camp. But Herbalist Barnaby wasn't to be a target for grinding any marksmanship experience. Oh no 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 no. See, while we were chatting, he said something that caught my attention.
But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
So I waited until night to see if this was true. And golly gee, it was! And it was also a really shitty lock that my Henry could handle with his poor skills. Well, maybe only half true, as there wasn't any furniture pushed up against the door.
You've no business here.
Well, I woke Barnaby up and got to witness his absolutely ripped physique while being ran off.
See? Didn't even hurt.
But since he is a nice man, he left it at that and went back to bed. And just as I had hoped, he locked the door behind himself. I hope you can see where this is going.
Ow! What's that you're doing? Ow! Kurva! What's that? What's that you're doing? Surely you don't want to break in? You? Such a good soul? Ow! Ow! What's your problem? What the hell are you up to, you fucker? Yeah, real funny. What's your problem? trying to get in there. What's that you're doing? Surely you don't want to break in? You? Such a good soul?
So by giving herbalist Barnaby the worst night of sleep in his life, my Henry advanced his thievery from level 7 all the way up to level 10, and picked up a rank in stealth as well. Not bad for a night's work. But now that he had these new skills, he needed to know what was in those last 2 chests that he couldn't open.
Medium, look at that. It's no longer... Oh, didn't see this the first time. It is no longer impossible.
Chest 1. Just a bunch of stupid heavy clangy armor. Okay, I've backtracked to that bandit camp. Let's see what rewards I shall be reaping. Some beer and nothing else really of use for Henry or Pavlena. What a good mission I went on. But since Henry spent the night keeping Barnaby awake, he was now quite the sleepy boy himself. So he settled into a bandit bed and hoped not to sleepwalk. Triangulating off of Trosky Castle, I reasoned that I ran into this island of forest right here. My next plan of action was to march back west to the nomad camp and see what the next step in Marika's quest was, and then to check in with my sweetie Pavlena. But being in a wooden island, I was going to need to make a few field crossings.
I can't even sprint! Go, Henry! Go! Henry, faster!
Safe again in the forest, I proceeded south.
I see a deer. 2 deer, 2 stickheads playing in the creek. Henry. Think I can pin one from back here. Oh, right in the head! Warfare 13. Damn right I can. Is it dead? Can I find its little rotten corpse? And it is dead! Haha! How about your friend? You want to die too? Another rank. Oh no! It dropped its bucket! Survival perk point. Fuck yeah.
It wouldn't taste good. Trust me. I'm lost in a week.
Oh! Someone call off that rat!
God.
I knew I'd get him.
Hello?
What is it? Did you drop something?
Well.
What's your problem, you idiot?
No. Oh.
Come on now, put that away.
Sir. Well. This poor guy appears to be stuck. Better unstick him. Good day, ma'am.
Christ, you stink to high heaven!
Oh, you bitch!
Ah!
Who stinks now? Who stinks now?
It got dark, and when I fell out of the woods next to some cows, I realized I was near that lodge where I acquired my bow. Now I thought maybe I could do that little lock-picking trick I just learned again on its doors, so I headed towards it. But apparently, my previous actions there weren't forgotten.
You wanted for that murder!
Easy! I surrender!
You're a wanted man. Now you'll pay.
Now, 4,000 groschen was a bit too much for my Henry, so I guess we're gonna clear this up the old-fashioned way.
Talk then, but make it quick.
Eat shit!
Fine! You had your chance!
Oh! Fuck! Oh! Who's eating shit now, Henry?
Well, that seemed like a bad choice, so I continued on and was once again disgusted by the design choice in this game that doesn't allow Henry to jump over dead horses. What were they thinking? Ugh. Whatever. Free horse meat. I continued westwardly in the dark, fleet as a cat, as sure-footed as a mountain. Goat. Well, that was stupid. But by dawn, I made it to the nomad camp without bleeding to death.
What did you get yourself into, lad? Go and see the surgeon before you bleed to death.
Nah, I've survived worse.
Tooth? Tooth. Human teeth.
I talked to Aranka, who assigned me the quest of taking Marigold and Comfrey back to Bahush. That I can do, but I'll need to forage the Comfrey first. And then I talked to the Voivode, who wanted me to bust his son out of captivity in Samin. Haha, sorry bub, this is Forest Henry you're talking to. That boy can rot if he's in a city.
You dead?
But with a new quest to deliver Comfrey, I went back to Pavlena for a pick-me-up.
Can you spare a while? I want to ask you something.
I was just a little girl, but I remember
The blood! Show me your wares.
I restocked the various potions I'd been using and set out on a quick mission. See, I had noticed that the grave robbing camp that Henry poisoned way back at the beginning of this adventure had returned. Henry was a man of the forest now, and he felt he needed to take them out how a real man would take them out.
Get my greetings to the devil!
There we go. Just like a real man on the grind for marksmanship experience. But now Henry was tired, so it was time for the sleepwalking gamble. He sent Pavlena his love.
I'm sleeping here.
And went to sleep.
Of course. Oh my god. Hail Mary.
Tivola, gonna bash your face in.
Are you? Are you really? Are you gonna fall? Thank you.
I woke up near this sheep farm and started working my way around the north back to Bahush and Marika. I didn't have the comfrey he needed, so I was keeping an eye out. I wasn't sure what it looked like, so I searched an image and saw it was purple. There were purple flowers just outside the edge of the forest, so I dared to venture out to inspect. Stupid sage. Stupid thistle. All these purple plants that aren't comfrey. By the time night fell, I once again found myself near my man Barndog's hut. So sure, why not grind some more thievery off of him? But this time with Nighthawk Potion.
What the? Huh?
Huh? Barndog, where are you going?
I suppose it was nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing. Now go back to bed.
Excuse me?
Dude, it was nothing. Go back to bed. Come on. Burned out. Oh. Jesus, finally. So I guess the lesson here is that if you're gonna grind lockpicking on Barnaby's door, keep your torch out so we can spot you immediately and get his ass back to bed.
Ow, kurva! What's your problem? Ow! What's your problem? What the hell are you up to, you fucker? What's your problem? Ow! What's your problem? Ow, kurva! What's your problem? What the? I hope you're not going to be wandering around out there all night.
That night of harassing Barnaby got me up to rank 14 in thievery. Nice. Barndog didn't seem to have any fresh comfrey in his garden to steal, so I thought I'd pay for my harassment by just buying some of the man's flowers. I even threw in a tip for good spirits.
That, and a little tip.
Many thanks.
Moving on back to Bahush, Henry stopped to dig up some graves and got a new coat out of the deal. Then he noticed a deer quite far off in the distance, which made him think about what Pavlena had said.
I can shoot a deer at 50 paces.
Henry wasn't sure how far 50 paces was just by estimating, but that deer seemed like it was at least 50 paces away, so he thought he would see if he could hang with Pavlena yet. Nope. Nope. Ah! Well, so I guess Henry can hang with Pavlena. Oh, you want one too, asshole? And you. And you. All will fall for Pavlena. Henry was still red with bloodlust from slaughtering all those deer when he encountered a bandit camp, a minor road bump. Henry was unstoppable, and from this vantage point, it would be no match. Oh.
Jesus, I'm in. I knew it was spoiled.
Well, or not. The next attempt, however...
We're going to gut you horse.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
I'm not gonna die here. Fucking slaughter. I'm not gonna die here. Oh, let's rip him under water.
Come out!
7 more men were added to the blood sacrifice for Pavlena, and their treasure chest had a lot of nice gifts for her to boot. But okay, let's get this comfrey to Bahush. But before we try this herbal remedy that these hippies are pushing, Henry's gonna try his own special treatment. First we cook up all those deer he slaughtered. Good. And then we just get up onto Bahush's face. Good. And, whoop, ta-da! Henry's meat surprise! Well, that remedy didn't appear to be working this time for some reason, so I gave Marika the comfrey.
You are my guardian angel.
I've got some remedies for you from Aranka. Bandages and marigold. And comfrey that I picked myself.
Henry! I can't believe you just flat out lied to her. You bought those? Henry's lies aside, I figured I had done enough exploring of these woods. I mean, I should probably save some of it for my actual story playthrough, but Henry wasn't quite yet to the skill levels needed to win his Pavlena, so there was only one thing left to do. Skill grind montage!
Awful.
So you're the one howling like mad.
The grind was grinding grindily, until I found this poor sop who had poisoned himself.
I recognise this. It looks like he ate some belladonna.
I didn't have any digestive potion on hand to save him, so once again I tried Henry's famous meat surprise remedy, which still didn't work.
Oh, puppy. No. Bye.
Hang in there, buddy. I'll find you your potion.
Fuck you, ants.
Oh, shit on your grave!
Will you? Will you? I found a little. Oh my god, look at all these mushrooms. Fry these up, get so much survival experience. 39. Oh my god.
Fuck!
Yeah, you die, bitch. Oh, how about you? You want one too? Damn right you do. Oh, one more? Two more? How about you die? Yeah, survival 18. Oh. He died while I was changing my arrows. How sad. I'll take his cheese.
I made it back to Pavlena, and like the boss babe that she is, she sold me some digestive potion. Now just a montage back and save that man's life.
Where are you trying to sneak to?
Oh, we got some bandits up here, and like 3 NPCs coming. This might be fun to see what's happening.
Who's that? I'll get you! What?
I'll show you.
God! Pray, you bastard!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
You got him! God and the Blessed Virgin. Hey, Steph, what are you lying here for? Jesus Christ! A corpse!
You just made that corpse. Whoa.
But he's dead. Christ! How could someone do something so unchristian? Are you blind? God!
Whoa there. Don't worry. We'll stay by the shore.
Leaving the horse. Trust the horse. The horse got me into this mess. The horse can live in this mess. We're almost back to the man who we're gonna rescue. Henry's doing a good deed. Wait. What? Did he die? Well, shit. I thought I had time. He left the dog, though. Dog. 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 God damn it. I came all this way with the potion, and now there's just a dead man who's... Where did his body go? Where did his fucking body go? Did he jump off the cliff? He left the dog. Dog, go home. Ah, this is the worst outcome. Man, did he kill himself? I mean, he was poisoned. He couldn't get up and walk away. Did the dog eat him? Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! Hmm? Do we got another forest rider? Sir, you shouldn't be out here. Well, experience is experience. Wolf. Oh, Jesus! Oh my God! Oh my God! I've Dowmakered a deer. I've been so concerned about trying to grind my marksmanship skill. I forgot about the simple things in life, like punching deer.
Can you believe that after all that montaging, Henry still hasn't reached his leveling goals? I know, right? And this video is nearly as long as Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. But the good news was, he was close. A mere 3 minutes after punching that deer, he squatted on some mushrooms and had achieved the glorious title of Leshy 2. Then over the course of shooting deer and wolves over the next 11 minutes, he was a mere 12 experience away from marksmanship 20. But it seems he had killed every deer in this area, and it would soon start to get dark. So one more sleep, and we'll finish this in the morning. Sleptwalked again. Where's a forest? Oh my God. No, 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 no. It's coming right for me. Forest. Oh my God, another one. Get in the forest. Oh. 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 Now for all you pedants out there who can't tolerate bending the rules a hair in lieu of storytelling, just pretend this ram I shot after immediately returning to the woods gave me that level. Huzzah! After 30-some hours of gameplay, this challenge is over. All I have to do is return to Pavlena and give her the gifts to wholly win her heart.
Greetings, Henry.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. To bless this gift-giving session, we must first drop the 5 sacred cabbage.
What are you sneaking around here for, you scoundrel?
She likes it! And what's that? Did someone say wooden duck? Why, yes! A wooden duck just for you, Pavlena! Oh, a wooden duck isn't enough? Then how about all this jewelry and other shit? Yes!
Look at, they're even rolling past the dog. And a rabbit.
She may be busy spinning her yarn, but I see her staring lovingly at it all. Well, but so far she doesn't seem completely won over. But that's okay, for I am yet to unleash the coup de grace. Yes, take your afternoon nap while I prepare the final gift. See, Hans Capon was a much more educated man than Henry, and before they separated, he informed Henry that there is one thing beyond all other that women love. Shoes! And as shoes are kind of hard to come by in the woods, I had to bend the rules a little. Do you think all that lockpick grinding was just to open a few shitty bandit chests? Oh hell no! If you're gonna become an urban legend terror of the forest, why not go all out and become an urban legend terror of the forest who sometimes leaves the forest under the cover of night to invade homes and steal shoes? So that's what my Henry did, and after many raids into the small towns, Henry now was ready to give Pavlena the final gift. 87 pairs of shoes for Pavlena! Pavlena, wake! See what your Henry has gotten you!
Hey, what's this we have here? There we go. What luck? Come to Mom.
Yes! She likes them! Take them all! They're all for you! And what is this?
Hey,
oh,
what's this
yes!
we have here?
She's going for the jewelry and oh my god! She did it! She took the brocade! Well, if this isn't an absolute mission success, then I don't know what is.
I'm sorry.
I think these kids are going to be all right.
Sakra, it curdled a bit.
Oh. Well, that video ended up being like twice as long as I originally expected. If you made it this far through and haven't subbed yet, well, you know what the right thing to do is. But as for me, I'm excited to finally play this game as intended after 30 plus hours of horsing around. I think I'll just continue on this save and see how long it takes for the Trosky villagers to start wearing shoes again. But before I do anything, I need to find a damn belt for my Henry.